Pokemon Pocket is close to getting its next booster pack, and we just got a leaked video that was accidentally uploaded to the official Pokemon TikTok. It did get deleted almost instantly, but there was about a 16-second ad to download the game, and there's a lot of exciting leaks from that video we're going to be covering here today on this channel. I do apologize in advance because a lot of these screenshots are about to be very low quality, so there's some things we still don't fully know about the cards that are about to be shown here. Okay, now first of all, these new packs do look like they're going to be featuring Arceus on the cover, and it's going to be called Triumphant Light for the name of the packs. Now speaking of Arceus, it is getting its own EX card. We can see it here. Now first off, it is going to be 140 HP, a basic EX Pokemon. It has the ability Fabled Luster, which means it can't be affected by any special conditions. I'm assuming this means status conditions like poison, sleep, paralysis, stuff like that. So pretty solid ability. You don't really play against a lot of people who use that stuff anymore, but I guess it's still nice if you do play against someone who's trying to be a rat like that. So definitely a pretty solid ability, but its attack is going to be Ultimate Force for 3 colorless energy. It's basically the exact opposite of Pidgeot EX. If y'all remember, Pidgeot EX does 80 damage and then plus 20 for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon, but this attack does 70 damage plus 20 for each of your own benched Pokemon. So for 10 less damage, it's basically the exact opposite of Pidgeot, but again, you don't have to worry about evolving to a stage 2. You get to just play Arceus off rip. So I think this is going to be a very powerful card, especially if you pair it with a card like Dialga. Since you can't attach any type of energy to Arceus, it is going to be colorless. I can definitely see Arceus EX being a very meta card. Now going through some of these other cards, it looks like we do have a Magnemite, which is a metal type card. So hopefully we get the full Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone evolution with metal. That would be kind of cool to see what they're going to come up with for that. And then we do also have this new Eevee card. I'm not going to lie, I'm not really too excited about it. It's 2 energy for 30 damage. I much prefer to just use a 1 energy Eevee 20 damage. I don't even like using the coin flip one, I'm not going to lie. I'd just rather go with 1 energy guaranteed 20 damage. And then we also have a new Golbat card, which compared to the old one, it's 70 HP and 40 damage for 1 energy, but this one is 80 HP and 30 damage. So for 10 more HP, but 10 less damage on the attack. I guess it just helps you stay a little bit more healthy if you want. There is this one picture that we do have to show, which is showing a battle between Arceus EX and what looks to be Garchomp EX. So we are definitely getting a Garchomp EX card, which is going to be very scary potentially, especially if this card can still go with Cynthia. If you can still use Cynthia in addition to the Garchomp EX, that's going to be very scary. It does look like this Garchomp has 2 different attacks. It looks like it has a 1 energy fighting type attack that has some kind of secondary effect, and then it also has a 3 energy attack that looks like it's triple digit damage. That might just say straight 100. I'm not too sure, but it looks like it's 3 energy, 2 fighting, and 1 colorless. So it looks like we are getting the full Garchomp line and fighting type, because you can also see above it Gible is on the bench, and that is a fighting type Pokemon as well. This does mean Garchomp EX is going to have that Lucario buff. I'm really curious to see if anyone tries to make a Garchomp Lucario deck. That's probably gonna be the first deck that I make if I get all the cards for it, so fingers crossed that I get some lucky pulls. There's also a new fire type card and dark type card on the bench of the player in this ad. Now, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what cards these are. I really looked for a long time and tried to figure them out. The fire type one might be a Heatran, but I couldn't really say for sure because it looks too much like a Regirock to me or something from this blurry image, but it's a fire type card, so I don't know what it is. And then I'm not going to lie, for the darkness type card, I have no clue. I looked at it for a while, but I had nothing. If y'all can figure it out, let me know down in the comments, because I'm curious to see what y'all are thinking. But it does look like it has an ability, so I'm very curious to see how that's going to work out. The only other cards that we have teasers for is we do have on the actual pack art, we can see a Tyranitar, so fingers crossed that we maybe get a Tyranitar EX. And then we also have a Heatran, so maybe it is possible that card was a Heatran that we saw, but if not, we're probably still getting a new Heatran variant, maybe a fire type, maybe an EX, who knows. There also looks to be a Raichu on here, so we're probably getting a new Raichu variant with this pack. And then finally, in the top right, we can see a Crobat flying above the Arceus, so it does look like we are getting the full Crobat line this time and not just Zubat and Golbat. Overall, there were a lot of exciting cards that got dropped in this little video. I know it's not a lot to go off of, but it's still nice to get a little leak like this. Let me know down in the comments what cards y'all are the most excited for, and if you have any predictions for some of the cards that were not leaked in this trailer. If you made it this far, then make sure y'all are subscribed if you want to see more Pokemon Pocket content, because you already know I'm going to be opening a bunch of these packs whenever they do drop. So if y'all want to see what I get, then make sure you're subscribed. With that all said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.